What if I didn't give my mom some of my inheritance? I'm expecting inheritance in the next year or so from my grandmother on my dad's side. It's not a huge amount, but enough to pay off my debts and mostly pay for surgery that I can't get on the NHS. My mom is one of the loveliest, kindest, and most caring people you could ever meet. We are really close and I love her to bits. She'd do anything she could to help anyone out. Financially, she always lent me money if I asked, anything from a $5 to a couple of thousand with no questions asked. I've always paid her back. But she's a terrible with money. She hasn't worked since she was 50 but lives a fairly luxurious lifestyle, expensive jewelry, 5-6 fancy holidays a year, expensive Mercedes on finance. My stepdad is a farmer and they often complain he gets less than minimum wage for the hours he works. So he's not wealthy. Their cottage is part of the farm and they don't pay for it, but also don't own it. Mom sold the house we grew up in, and that money has been spent. We didn't get any of it. We've lost a lot of people on both sides of the family, but the inheritance always goes straight to Mom, and then we don't see any of it. But she have new jewelry and be off to the Maldives for 2 weeks. I had a relative, her aunt, who, after her abusive husband died, told everyone that she was leaving enough in her will to account for my girls so I wouldn't have to worry about them when they turn 18. She booked an appointment to change her will but suddenly died the weekend before. Mom knew all about her plans, but when the inheritance came it went to my mom auntie with no specific mention of me. Mom did give me £2,000, but it was always implied it would be much more than that. I never got told how much inheritance there was. I asked once or twice, but the topic was changed. Could have been legit that there's all there was, but it never felt right. So when my stepdad found out about our inheritance, he pulled me to the side and asked if I would be giving my mom a fair share of it because of all the money and help she's lent me over the years. I instinctively said yes, but now I regret saying that. If I was getting more, then of course I would, or pay for us to have a holiday together. But my debts and surgery are important to me, and it's only just enough for that. My mom doesn't need anything, and it will be spent on frivolous stuff. Would I be the asshole if I went back on my word and didn't give my mom any of it? Or just took her out for a fancy meal or something?